Hello everybody, I'm going to do my very first collage using the images from my book Whimsey and Wonder, an Enchanted collection of fairy themed ephemera. This is the first book that I've published, and if you'd like to see exactly what I make, then carry on watching and all will be revealed. Well, this is going to be a short video, hopefully. I'm going to put it in my little grey book. You may already be aware of this book where I put in my creative images, and some of you might recognise these from previous videos, but this one is going to go in here and it's from my book. So I've gone through the different pages and I've decided that I'm going to use a fairy and a background and just a little flower. I'm just going to do something very simple, because sometimes these things can be very overwhelming. There's lots of tags in this book, and also at the back, if you're into this sort of thing, there's some pages for you to colour as well. But anyway, I digress. Look. So I'm going to cut out this fairy here. I think she's so cute. I really enjoyed creating all these different characters and backgrounds. I'm going to use this one here. I'm going to cut it out, but I'm going to put some water around the edges so that I can pull it apart and I'll get a kind of a ragged edge rather than a straight cut edge. And here's some tags, and I'm going to use this flower. So instead of sitting here and you having to sit and watch me cut out with my snippy scissors, then I'll cut everything out and I'll come back to you. Okay, bear with. Well, I've cut the fairy out now, and I've cut this background out. What I want to do is just to put some colour behind it. So I think I'm going to end up with something like this, very plain. So I'm just going to see where this is going to be stuck down. I'll just make some marks around so I know where it's going to be. And I'll this is Pale Olive by Art Studio. I put a little bit of that green there, a little bit of white, and then I'm going to get a tiny sponge and just make some marks. Trying to blend it out so it fades into the grey. I could try with a little bit of yellow there. I'll just find some more paint. Okay, so I found this lemon, a primary yellow. Wow. Wow, that's very lemony, isn't it? Let's put some more white on. Okay, happy with that. So I'm going to stick this down now. Oops. Just going to use some Liquitex matte medium. There is a reason why that is looks as though it's ripped, but it's not. It's been purposely cut, and I'll show you why in a second. So I'm just going over these edges here just to bring them together. So the reason why I've cut this little piece here and pushed it to one side is that I want the fairy's shoes to go underneath, so it looks as though she's standing in the garden rather than floating in midair. So let's get her covered in matte medium. Now, because this dragonfly is a lot less prominent than the fairy, it does look as though that the dragonfly is behind her in the distance. So that is working quite nicely. And let's put a flower here, just at the top. I might cut out a butterfly, so just give me 2 minutes. So I'm going to cut out some more flowers. Where are they? Yeah. Oh, I've got some butterflies from here, from this page here, and back here I have got these flowers. I've cut this leaf into sections. I'll just get rid of this stalky bit there. Have you noticed the Bob Ross filbert brush? Bob Ross was instrumental into me getting back to drawing and painting some years ago, watching his programs, and watching his programs made me think I need to pick up my paintbrush again. I've had no formal art training. That might be patently obvious, but yeah, there's hope for everybody. Those people who think they can't do it because they've not got any formal training, the answer is yes, you can. There's many of us who didn't go to art school, who just enjoy being creative and spreading our knowledge, helping other people. There we go. I'm going to let that dry and decide what I'm going to do next, if anything. So, standing back and looking at it, I feel that this is too dark. I've got to put a little bit of white on here, just to do a very light glaze over it. Got a little bit of now, just looking through my old art books, and I do like splatters. I went through a period of doing a lot of splatters. You can see them on here as well. So I think I'm going to get my paintbrush out. These are black ones. I'm going to get my paintbrush out, and I'm going to do some splatters. Wish me luck. So I've got plenty of water on my brush and some very watery paint. I've done a bit of a mask for her so that it doesn't go over her, and just try and get a little bit on the page without overdoing it too much, like that. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that, otherwise I think it's going to spoil it. Okay, I might go around bits and pieces when this is dry, so I'll come back and give you a reveal at the end. I might do a little bit of shadow work just to bring everything out, but for the time being, while that's drying, I'll call it almost finished. So, see you in a few minutes. Okay, I think I'm going to finish there now. The pencils that I've been using are all Prismacolor. It doesn't really matter what pencils you have, and it doesn't really matter if you don't want to go around the edges or fill any colours in. But that is my first page, using this, which is my first published book, Whimsey Wonder, an Enchanted collection of fairy themed ephemera. And I'm going to continue to use the various fairies and toadstools and things that you can find in this book. So here is the first one that I've created. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and can I thank you in advance if you are generous enough and kind enough to purchase the book. So I'll just zoom in a little bit, hold on. With my scissors. So there's the first picture, or the first collage. So thanks for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time when I do another collage from my book. And I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. So bye for now. Bye bye.